You're listening to session 91 of Primordial Harmony, a retelling of the classic elemental evil story in the Dungeons & Dragons multiverse. My name is Mike, and tonight I'm running this, and I'm joined by...
Hello, I'm Senna, and I'm playing Delia the Gnome Wizard.
Happy whenever you're watching this. My name is Miles. I'm playing Tadias Oznoff. I am an awesome R-Seeker.
I'm Nyx, playing Vox, and she's a changeling rogue.
Hey, I'm Zeph, and I play Zachary Vitalis, the Fire Genasi fighter, cook, dad, and Shovel Knight.
Our dear friend Kitties will be late tonight, but she will be along in time. For now, when we last left the Excavators, our heroes Delia, Hum, Tadias, Vox, and Zachriel, along with Rook, the Snurf Meblin, and Orna, the ex-cultist, continue discussing their plans with Renwick in his new abode in the town of Orboro. Delia and Hum return outside to where Lucy the Boulette patiently waits. The two gnomes, with their assortment of decor, seek to dress Lucy up and with the purpose of differentiating her. Lucy ends up with a baby blue bow on her head. Meanwhile, Orna requests the rest of the Excavators let her borrow one of their newly acquired earth carts to head to Forstride and sign up for the Wayshields at Zachriel's suggestion. Zachriel is thrilled by this and takes little convincing for the others to agree to it. However, Renwick takes a small strand of her hair in order to scry on her, just in case. The gnomes return to Renwick's abode, and the party crashes there for the night. The next morning, Zachriel writes a letter for Gordon to be delivered by Orna with Renwick's help, causing the quill and parchment to magically record what is said by Zachriel and everyone else in the room. Orna takes the letter, which is also armed with a glitter bomb made by Hum and Delia, and sets off as the party gears up to return to the Earth Cult's lair. Renwick casts a more powerful version of Dispel Magic upon the Warpick Ironfang, allowing the party more time before spending some of their own magical resources. As they leave town, Vox gets the blade of her short sword replaced, which was ruined by a ooze back in the Earth Cult lair. The party returns once again to the ruins of the Sacred Stone Monastery and through the hole dug out by Lucy, easily driving their earth carts into the tunnel and to make the winding trip. On the way, they see some evidence of the passing of Miladiris, the Amethyst Dragon, but they don't spend too much time there before they head off and back to the Earth Cult lair. Inside the lair, the Excavators find that the Enkegs are beginning to retake the place as they run across several of the creatures, eating the corpses of the enemies that they had defeated prior. This time around, the Excavators explore the strange mode of elemental air energy. As they get close to it, a dusty visage of a dwarf appears from within. Tadias, the only one of the party who knows the Dwarven language, speaks to the apparition, who reveals his name to be Ferric. In life, he was very close to the old Dwarven kingdom that once thrived in the region of Coirat Dwolm. He moans his pains of its destruction and how Tir Bessel, the capital, was cut into pieces in the centuries-old calamity that befell the region. It was then that everything clicked for Hum, for the rumor she'd heard of a lost civilization in this region suddenly came to the fore, and it was then that she realized that these whispers and rumors referred to this old Dwarven kingdom. Tadias, with his thinking cap on, asked Ferric to point on a map of the region where the pieces of the capital were, and sure enough, Ferric pointed out the locations of each of the cult's stronghold, and then pointed to the middle of the Nearthal Woods, claiming it was the source. The Excavators promised to rid the ruins of Ferric's old home of all the cultists and continue on. They relocate the stairway leading down into darkness, but in front of it are three ogres clearly having orders to not allow anyone through. They are dispatched with ease, and then the party descended down the stairwell. After several minutes of descending, the group sees the floor of the next level, but before they can dismount the stairs, several cultists, among which are two defected Forstride militiamen and a handful of Black Earth guards, jump the party and demand Ironfang. Rook melds into the wall as the party jumps into action. Swiftly, the cultists are beaten down, but not before one of the defectors shoots a strange dark beam at Suni's spade that Zachriel barely pulls her out of the way of, as well as another defector unleashing energy from his body that seemed to be leaking out of him. With their welcoming party defeated, the party picks one of the two exits and enters another room. They prod south to Tadias, finding a room in which two giants of some type seem to be involved in a competition. They prod west, and Zachariel hears some inaudible speech from within. But before they can do much else, Delia explores a small, caved-in tunnel, whereupon 4 specters appear and screech. It is the late afternoon of Kythron the 29th. The party set upon by unruly spirits. Roll initiative.
I need some tokens first.
You should be there.
I'm on the map.
You're not on the map?
I'm on the map. I'm on the big map.
You should not be on the big map. You should refresh your page.
There we go. I guess hopping in early caused that.
I'll roll for hum. There we go. All right. Okay, now the spoopy music. I should sort this. Ooh, that's very spoopy. Alright, Delia, these creatures appear from the walls, and one shows up right next to you and straight up attacks you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction to shield.
Well, roll the 7.
Well, I'm still gonna shield, because
All right.
there's 4 of them.
It's true. Goes next, and I think she's going to stare down one of them, and she'll say, "Get away from my friend!" Where's her thingy? Here it is. Oh, that's strange. It was to GM for some reason, so... Alright. Creature needs to make a save. Do that super quick. Fails, takes 4 psychic damage. Alright. Zachariel.
Alright, Zachariel will run across and swing with the spade.
That is a hit. For 11. The 11, I don't think hits. Nope.
He'll move here to try and grab some of the attention of the other ones, and that'll do.
Alrighty. Vox. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, can hear you now.
Okay. Vox is gonna come running up to there and take a stab at the first guy there.
Alrighty. With a short sword? Alright, well, you hit even... You don't have advantage, but you hit with a 14. Go ahead and roll damage. Don't forget about your sneak attack. Alright, what is that altogether? That's 20... 28?
28?
Alright. Vox, as you swing your mundane blade forward... as you swing your mundane blade forward, it passes through, and you realize that this is a mundane weapon against a ghost. But, thinking quickly, you use just a flick of this bullet time that you have as a rogue, and you almost twirl the blade to blend the incorporeal form of this creature, and you basically wave it away out of existence. Anything else?
I was gonna. Is this like a box here?
It's like a big crate.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of bonus action and just move behind there.
Okay. Thaddeus.
Alright. I'm gonna just right on this one. Yeah. I got to cut this one with residue. I'm gonna improvise that.
Alright. Yeah. That hits.
Wow.
For 9 piercing. Alright. 17 hits for 8 piercing.
It looks real exploitable, so I'm gonna try to make that third attack on it.
That hits.
Yeah.
In a flurry of motion, you cut through the ghostly visage like butter, and it just disappears into the ether.
I'm
And
gonna hold my position there, try to get as much of my armor friend Delia as possible.
yeah, this one comes screaming forward and tries to basically barrel into Thaddeus. 16
16 will hit.
for 13 necrotic damage, and now I need a con save. Alright. Your angelic nature does you well. Okay. And then the one in front of Delia will attack her. 11.
Nope.
Nope. Shield was a good move. Delia, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm going to cast. Okay, here's a question.
Huh.
Can I use my reaction on my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So, I am going to take a step back.
Okay. Triggering opportunity attack?
Yes.
Alright.
And, like, use my reaction to cast a shield up behind me and hope that they can't hit me.
Alright. Well, the good news for you is that there's only one focused on you. And it rolls even worse.
Okay, thank God. So, can I also do a firebolt
Yes.
at one of them? Okay. So I'm gonna do the one on the right.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. It's the end of my turn.
Tom will say, I said stay away from her, you worthless piece of sadness. She'll cast Vicious Mockery. And a whiz save. And more psychic damage. Zachriel.
I see Delia step away from the ghost, so I step over in front of her. I attack the ghost.
That's a hit.
Oh, I guess it is a ghost. 7, still up.
Still up.
I attack the same one. Yeah.
That's a hit. And it dissipates from this mortal realm.
Swatted away with Suni.
And you all notice that Rook has already melded into the wall. And Lucy is cowering over here. Vox.
Let's get to the one beside. And let's stab it with the sword. And
It's gonna have
mix them
some.
up again.
It's gonna have some cover because you're trying to attack it from around the corner.
What if I get in between
You
Zach
can.
and Tadiah?
You can occupy Thaddeus' space, or you could go through him into here if you want. Actually, that's so big. To here, if you want. This square.
Okay, let's do that.
Alright.
I felt so occupied.
That is a hit. And again, you are met with the same resistance. It's as if your mundane weapon doesn't do as much as it would if it were in mortal flesh. You do have sneak attack, though. Okay. Alright. Anything else?
I can't get out of there, can I?
How much movement do you have? You started here. Yeah, you used all your movement. And if you were to move, you'd take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Alright, Godias, cut him up.
Alright,
That is a hit. For 10 piercing as you cut through this ghostly visage.
Alright, I'm just gonna do the thing I see her doing and like twist it like pasta inside of it.
Alright.
Second attack.
It's stellarly effective as the ghost, like, it's like when you put an egg beater in eggs. It just kind of twirls around it and then it fades off into nothing.
Turn the box and be like, basically trick. I like that.
And you are now out of initiative. Something happens after the final ghost specter is eliminated. To navigate to the thingy. This is the second time today that you have seen the apparition of a long dead dwarven warrior. As you see, instead of dust, it is a shimmering golden light of a figure who is clad in plate mail and holds a mighty hammer, all incorporeal, of course. The visage of the dwarf looks at the party, but at the same time looks past them and gives an approving nod and takes his big hammer that is incorporeal and points in this direction. And then sort of just shimmers and stands there unmoving.
Who speak? I'll say that in Dwarvish.
I have to decide if it does or not because I like the idea.
I mean, DM it up.
For sure.
You can do like one of those things where it doesn't speak and just nods and like shakes its head.
It says a word in it gestures again in the direction that I was pointing, pertinently, and it says a very old dwarvish term for it's a phrase that Tadias has never heard used in speech in the very few times he's actually interacted with dwarves. By the way, Rook comes out. And it's a phrase that means hollowed ground.
I'll just kind of nod and turn to the rest of the crew and say, we should probably go that way.
Okay.
Oh, by the way. Rook walks up and then like tugs onto Dias's pack.
Yes.
You should check Iron Fang.
You should. I'm gonna pull Iron Fang out of the bag.
You notice that it's starting to grow that like dark black.
It's getting faster.
I mean, it's been
Feels like we just
a few hours since Renwick cast Dispel Magic on it, so should probably do that unless you want to lose it.
I will get out
You
of the
do?
deal, yeah.
So we should get a move on.
Well, I mean, I think Rook makes a point out. Shouldn't we cast the spell on it?
I can try and dispel magic it again, but I am not nearly as powerful as Renwick is. I'm not sure if my capabilities would be able to slow it as much as his could.
Is any slowing? Think of it as an ointment.
I'm gonna try and cast dispel magic on it.
You cast Dispel Magic on it, and all of the color returns.
Don't underestimate yourself again, Delia.
And Hum points out, she says, I cast it before, back above, she gestures with her head. And it seemed to last a bit of time there, but we were on the road for a while. Yeah, says Rook. Maybe just a higher level spell will just buy more time, but it seems like you've bought us some time already.
Well, I'm glad it worked.
And
Good going, Julia.
Lucy starts to
Give a thumbs up.
sort of quiveringly approach, and then kind of like,
It's okay, Lucy, and I start screaming it and I slap her. We defeated them.
ah!
Does Lucy not play ghosts? Is that what that was?
She's got common sense, Tobias.
I mean, I find people much more terrifying than ghosts.
Are you guys coming?
Right. I'm gonna
But
dash right
we
up
know-
behind her.
Do we not want to check this door before? All right.
The dwarf, I think, is leading us somewhere we need to go.
Lucy approaches the door, and and
Didn't she already dig a tunnel?
well, I kind of see because like bullets are land sharks, right? So when they burrow, the land collapses behind them unless they specifically intend to dig a tunnel.
I gotcha.
That's how I sort of see it. So Lucy, although the ground is obviously loose because it's not like earthbending, not in this reality. So Lucy just goes through the path she made of the soft earth and ends up on the other side. Is there anything else I'm about to miss? No, there's not. Very good. Okay. Step.
I'm cautiously approaching the door.
Cautiously approaching the door. As you cautiously approach the door, nothing happens.
Can I hear anything through it?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the others before we open.
Why are you flipped around like that?
That's super cool.
It's the facing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what that's for. I just accidentally rolled my middle mouse.
Ah.
Nah, Zachariel's just walking on his hands and knees. Or no, just hands.
I like the idea that it's like a jet, like he turns upside down and the hair just propels him.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Or grows little cartoony legs.
That would also be good. He can grow hands, he can grow arms. Maybe he grows an arm out of his head now.
Oh no! I wish I could grow some bacon.
Yeah.
This door is much like the one you just came through. It has the pivot on the ground or on the bottom.
Okay. We'll open.
Open. Inside, you see a crypt, a sarcophagi.
I swear to God, I thought you said inside you see a crate.
Inside, you see a crit. Roll initiative. Maybe, but not this time.
Step in, step to the side so the others can get through.
As you step into this room, it becomes apparent how oppressive the atmosphere of the place has been on you so far. As you walk into here, it's like a weight kind of is lifted off your shoulders, and you kind of feel at peace here. The stone sarcophagus here rests on the dais. A worn frieze, another frieze, circles around the monument about 4 feet above the ground, but it's been badly damaged and it's difficult to make out what the carvings represent. Will excitedly approach this, and you see her peering at this script that lines the sides of the sarcophagus.
Can you make that out,
No, Tadias, you can read Dwarvish, right?
I can try. I'll look at the little script and see if it looks like Dwarvish runes.
There's
Hey,
a bunch.
Rook, you should come in here.
Oh. Oh.
Oh?
Oh, this is a dwarven make. So nice, you could tell this already. And he says, not much I can say about it. It's very badly damaged, and my dwarvish isn't too good. But Tobias,
I was just telling you to come in this room. It feels nice.
he looks around and then looks down at himself and raises his arms and he says, "Oh yeah, it kind of does. I've been underground so long, I usually forget what it feels like on the surface." Tobias, as you look over this script, a lot of it is sort of a script that is Dwarven adjacent, but there is a lot of it's a very ancient dialect, but there's a more modern, not a modern, but a more modern sentence, a phrase that says in Dwarvish, "Bow your head and remember valor."
Bow your head and remember valor. Do you have any idea what this means?
Maybe we just do it.
I'll kind of bow my head. Do we speak
Vox
of
bows her head.
victory? So how does the valor part that then?
I am remembering valor.
This is the one time in the entire game where alignment comes into play.
Really?
If you have good alignment after doing this, you feel invigorated, and you get the benefits of a 5th level casting of aid, which means that you get 20, or your max HP increases by 20, and you get 20 HP.
We'll have fun with that, guys.
Wait, are you not good?
I'm neutral.
Oh.
I went neutral too.
Oh.
Who's all good?
I think
Okay.
I'm neutral too.
I'm good.
What about you, Zach? Riel?
I am chaotic good.
You benefit.
What about Hum?
Hum's sheet says she's neutral good, so I'm just gonna leave a note for her. For kitties.
Because Zach needed more HP.
I'm just gonna leave it in her temp HP. I'm gonna do. Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize that
Ooh.
only 2 out of 5 of the party was good.
What about Lucy?
Lucy's extra good. She's the goodest.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Lucy's waiting out here.
She's so good she won't even come inside.
I'll take that 137 hit points.
You might need it.
I might need it. That's scary.
Scary that most of us don't have it. Oh god. What's up
I'm
ahead?
gonna
Rook does this too, and he also benefits.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna take the moment just to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Alrighty.
Could we? I'm gonna address the group after we get done, and I'm gonna ask if maybe we could take just a little bit of a rest
Probably.
before we continue
Quite
on.
literally the best place to do it, I imagine.
I was just about to. Rook says that at the same time, but in Gnomish.
Perfect.
What does he say?
Yeah, what did Rook say?
Translate, and Hum says that he says we should probably rest.
But that's what Tadai has just said.
Delia.
Oh, be cat.
Great minds think alike, you know.
So, I'm going to get a nice part of this corner and rest.
Yeah. An hour passes. And,
Do I lose that spell? The HP?
Aid? No. Aid lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. That'd be pretty silly if they gave you this aid spell in here, and then it was just like, no, yeah, the duration's 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
if we're
roll
gonna take a rest, I'm gonna spend hit dice.
Don't do that just yet. I gotta roll some.
Okay.
Random encounters.
And okay, go ahead and spend your hit dice. Had to be a little bit of a chance.
Senna, you're gonna do Lucy?
Oh, I can.
Lucy, I need to give Lucy a way to track hit dice. Cause she doesn't. She's got 9 hit dice.
Whoa.
Dang, there's no way to track on an NPC sheet. There's no way to track hit dice, which is kind of irritating.
I can just like write it down
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
or put it in this little blue spot on her token.
Oh yeah, you could do that. So it's D10 plus 5 for her hit dice.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, what about Hum?
Oh, she has lost 10 hit points. Alright. Well, she gets her Bardic Inspiration back. And,
Plus her Song of Rest.
And her Song of Rest, which... Oh yeah, her Song of Rest. Yes. What's the thing for that right now?
D6.
D6? Is it really
I don't think it ever goes up.
Really?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I don't believe so.
I'll double cheese. No, it does go up. It goes up at level 9. It's a D8 now.
Oh, well.
So if you spent the hit dice, I'll do this Song of Rest for Hum. Oh, she'll get an extra 2. Then she's down 10 HP. Oh, she's not. Well, actually, hold on. I gotta change this. I'm gonna just treat this as temp HP for her. Or I'll just do that and see what happens. Okay, that works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Alright. Alright. Hum's good.
I just kind of like, at some point during this rest or whatever, or at the end, whatever, I'm just going to take Suni and kind of like touch her against the thing.
Uh-huh. Sarcophagi?
Yeah. And I don't know Dwarvish, so in Primordial, I will say, what will I say?
Well, as you think about it, you do sense positive feelings from Suni.
Fox asks, what are you doing, Zachariah?
Well, Rook said that the dwarves helped in the creation of this shovel, so I'm trying to find words to thank them.
How's Suni feeling?
Suni doesn't have a lot to say, but there's just a positive vibe you get from her.
I just feel really good right now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I almost don't want to leave this room.
Shame we have work to do.
Ah, she has to work.
Hey. Kitty's logged on to Roll20.
Hey!
That's some good timing.
You hear nothing beyond that door, by the way. It's already really difficult to hear through these stone doors.
Hello, kitties.
Hi, kiddies.
Hi, kitties.
You came in at a great time to get you up to speed. You and Zachariel are the only 2 out of 5 of the party that have a good alignment, and you have benefited from this by getting the aid spell cast on you. So for the next 8 hours, your max HP is plus 20.
And we're feeling really good right now.
But to work back from that, what happened was when we left off last session, you guys got into a scrap with some ghosts that Lucy the Bullet kind of cowered from as you guys took care of him. It was a pretty simple battle for those of your power. And then a golden ghost, a dwarven visage wearing plate mail and with a powerful hammer, pointed you in this direction. And you guys came back around. Oh, sorry, let me actually shift ping you. You guys came back around from the spire you entered in and went into this room, and it's got a sarcophagus with dwarven script all around it. And there was a phrase in Dwarvish that said, "Bow your head and remember valor." And you all did that, and Hum and Zachariel benefited from the aid spell, which is why you have that more maximum HP. Woohoo! All right.
The rest of us are dirty neutral alignments.
All right. What now?
Everyone feeling better?
Much better, actually.
Let's proceed.
It's always good for a little rest. It's behind door number 1.
Behind door number 1, as you spin the thing, you spin the door on its pivot, and you find a hallway.
Hallway.
Tadias,
Good.
you notice, you look over your shoulder a second, you notice Lucy is watching Zachriel, and then she tunnels into the ground. Oops. And ends up over here. And then squeezes herself against the wall as best she can.
Thank you. Couldn't wait for us to get by, could you? I slowly, just kind of like go sideways and kind of push past her.
Yeah, it's not like it's she doesn't fill the entire space or anything, but she does try to make room.
I'm treating it like when you like park a car in a garage and you have that little few inches of space on the side of it. So I'm just kind of like rubbing against the wall. Just, yeah, good to go. I give her a good slap on the side of the face, and then begin walking left.
And Rook kind of just pops out from here.
What is going on here? Can I make a check to see what's happening down here?
Yeah. Okay, so let me pull up the thing for that. The thing.
Thing?
Thing.
It's right in the thing place.
So it looks like fungus. You're kind of far off to sort of really see it. But I mean, so what do you want? What exactly do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast light on a ball bearing and kind of chuck it down there so I can see the fungus better.
Hey, all right. Let me do that for you. I should really have like a handout or a token specifically for this kind of thing.
Doesn't come up too frequently because we all have the dark visions.
Okay. Yeah. A forest of weird fungal growth infests this large cavern. Giant toadstools and puff balls stand in among shallow pools of water or atop ledges on the walls. Those walls. One sentence. Those walls are also covered in large growths of shelf fungi. Water drips constantly from above. And you want to identify what these are?
I want to identify if it's safe to walk through them. If like the spores would be difficult if they were inhaled.
Yes.
Would that be just nature, or is that something else?
Well, first I want you to roll perception.
I can do that.
Okay. You have a pretty good idea. Like you have your perception. What you're seeing. You're kind of making out details, and if you knew what things were, you'd be able to point them out. So go ahead and roll nature.
That's less good, but that's all.
Okay. There are a couple of clusters. So most of the fungus in here is this color you see on the map, the dark muted greens and browns. But along this sort of clear footpath here, you see these clusters of these violet, the color violet plants, and they sort of stick out. And I'll let you do with that information what you will.
I'm not certain this way is safe, but it leads somewhere. What do we think?
What about door number 2?
Yeah, let's check door number 2.
When Vox says door number 2. Zachriel and Vox can hear a scream and a crash from the door. And then...
Oh,
Oh.
do you
Like
think
it
that's
too.
those tokens? Always lead to Oga. And this place.
I mean, I can clear a little bit of the path. I can ignite it, but it won't do everything.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Spores and stuff.
What if we cover our mouths? Like a cloth over our faces? Or...
Better that than nothing.
Are we sure? Why don't we send either Udarnik or Nathan down there to see if there's even... And I don't want to venture into a poisonous growth area without knowing there's
Yeah.
something on the other side.
I still haven't re-summoned Nathan. He's still kaput.
No.
I can summon Udarnik, but you're paying me if he gets in any danger.
All right.
We'll get you a new one. We have enough money. We have a ton of money.
Right. He matters a lot to me.
Well, I mean, we could send Lucy.
What? She is not a familiar. She's just a good, sweet girl.
She definitely was not on the catalog when I was buying the spell. So I will apparate Udarnik and close my eyes and whisper to him in my mind to go cruise in here and see if he sees anything.
All right. Udarnik. No, I have a thing for Udarnik. It's in the allies. Oh no, wait, it's not, but I have it in the token page. Here you are. Copy. Now it's gonna go from the one scale to the next, so it's gonna look over huge. For a hot second. Paste. He big, but he really small. Alright. I think you can control Udarnik, so... for some reason the camera can't. What is this? There we go. Yeah, so... Not disturbing any of the pathway, just cruising through the air. The fungal is the fungal growth, and but you're looking through Udarnik's eyes, right?
I'm looking through Udarnik's eyes, and
it's clear that on the east side of the chamber here, there is a path of really strong-looking fungi that probably would be safe to traverse. But you do see the exit here, and what seems like a way forward here, and here. But you notice that, Udarnik can tell that this part here is, there's like not a lot of fungal growth here. Like it's very sparse. As opposed to the growth here. And there's there's none of the violet funguses. Those are all here.
So they're all in like the center spot, like right here.
Yeah, but it looks like this way is clear.
Okay. Can I see the wall where these bigger funguses are and see any scratch marks against it? Like someone might have been like walking on them and were scuffed against the wall, like sidling it? Like any wear and tear, like someone used it as like a bridge.
Not on the wall, but on the fungus, like, so you can see like some of those brown funguses are growing like away from the wall in different parts, and you can see that their tops are mostly unsullied, but the ones along the wall that look secure, they've clearly seen foot traffic.
Interesting. Okay.
So Udarnik can. Oh, sorry.
See what I see over here.
You see, as you get there with Udarnik, you hear the sound of rushing water. And I need to change Udarnik's vision. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the numbers are swapped. Oh, there we go.
Ah, gotcha.
You hear the sound of rushing water. And I think at this point... Oh, that's right. This is a different game.
Oh, was something going to happen?
No. The rule about familiars and sight.
Right.
But we've already set a precedent that you can, so...
Well, I think that's fair enough. So I'll just bring him back and check this other path immediately, and then we'll see. I think that'll be all I really need to spy with him.
All right. You see down here, there's a fork. And here, there's like this weird oily curtain. And then there's an offshoot over here. And you can hear very light as in far away, footsteps coming from this direction.
All right. I guess the last thing I want to check is up that first path that immediately turns right that you said had less shrooms around it.
Another oily curtain.
All right. I will just pull Udarnik back into the zone, and I will turn to the party. Open my eyes. All right. There is fungus on the wall that looks like it's been walked over. Like it supports weight. I'm imagining the cultists use it to get around these spores. So if we touch them, things are probably going to go poorly.
Okay. Seems fair.
The far left side has a waterfall and some stairs that lead somewhere. I didn't get that far. The other two directions seem like they have oily curtains on stairs that lead downwards that have footsteps. So potentially traffic that way. But the safest path is immediately to the right, walking on the shrooms that we can, that protect us from the more greenish yellow ones you can see by the light over there.
Okay. And I assume we want to get to that left path, yes?
It is probably the wisest path, but we can get to it later, even though it's the correct one.
Character growth.
You do see his hand twitch a little bit when he says that.
Oh, sorry, Tadias. I wasn't playing into your thing. I was just... I don't think that we need to go towards water. We're trying to figure out this earth cult thing.
Right.
Would you like to go left?
You'll be fine doing right.
All right. Here, I'll block the left, so you have to go right.
That makes things much easier, actually.
Ruck is going to turn to the gnomes and say, try to make sure that Lucy doesn't step too harshly.
Hum turns to Lucy and says, careful.
Lucy just kind of scrunches down and then looks side to side as she treads as lightly as she can.
All right. Maybe the more lighter, agile people should go first. I would hate to break these mushrooms and then have you have to all walk through this. As I look down at my heavy metal armor.
So how might Delia go first?
Probably wisest. I mean, they're pretty light. I could probably just chuck them that far. Do you need a push?
Delia.
We're going right? Not left?
Right isn't right character right, so this direction.
The
Oh God,
shelf.
this is gross.
The shelving is mostly stable, but it does sink a little bit under your feet, like it's spongy.
Jedias, hold Lucy back so she doesn't charge after us.
I'll just raise my hand and.
Rook's already like taking care of that as Lucy's like kind of digging at the ground with her claw feet.
Just whisper at her, Rook.
He can't understand you. Oh wait, you can speak his. I think he speaks Primordial, right? No. Oh, Terran. Yeah. So you say that to him in Primordial, and then he kind of just gives you a look.
Me next, I guess.
I whisper at Lucy. Lucy, stay back.
Lucy squints and then actually does step back. And Delia, Hum, and Vox see before them this weird, oily curtain. Like, it looks like just mist that's suspended in the air. It undulates. But it looks like, it doesn't look like it's a surface that would stop you.
That doesn't look pleasant.
Alright, Jedias, you
No,
want
it
to go
looks
next?
like it's going to be squishy to go through.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Zach to back up here so I can get a running start at this. And I'm gonna hit the Gale armor to see if it lightens me up a little bit. I'm just gonna try to run off the water essentially.
Okay.
Skip the wall. Just as fast as I can, as much on the wall as possible.
He bounces you a little bit, and but it seems stable enough for you.
Alright, I'll land there. Alright, be careful, Zach.
I'm gonna try something else. And he into the wall,
Cheetah.
and then
You're going to have to teach me that later.
Yeah!
Alright.
Fox seems surprised again.
Lucy,
she
be
like
very careful. Very slow.
Lucy hunches over and starts like pushing her way through the wall, squeezing a little bit.
Make a path.
Who are you saying that to?
I say it to Lucy.
Oh.
I
Oh.
think he wants her to dig a hole, from
Oh,
here.
he like gestures to the wall?
Yeah. Well, I see her going through the wall, and I say, make a path.
Oh.
Lucy, make a path!
Lucy kind of like jumps a little bit and makes a stamp sound, and you all notice the like spores on the ground kind of tuft up a little bit. It doesn't spread around, but it does like lift a little bit and cause a carpet of this spory mist on the ground in the inner part of this chamber. And then Lucy digs her way through the wall and is now like peeking her head out here. and then looks at Hum and like nuzzles her.
Slaps her side and says, "Good girl."
Does it look like she made a path, or does it look like all the rock closed in behind her?
It looks like it closed in behind her.
All right. I slowly start and gingerly start stepping onto the mushrooms.
Sinks down, but it seems stable. It's like walking on a bed. And you all manage to get, you skirt this room. You solved my mushroom puzzle. And before you is this dark curtain.
I don't want to go through that first.
I'll do it.
I'll go right behind Tobias then.
I'm just gonna put Lucy here so that she's out of the way. Token, I mean.
I think all I've learned since all this adventuring is that nothing is normal. Might as well go with it. I'm gonna dash into it.
Alright, as you dash into it, you're unimpeded, but you feel this psychic resistance and this nausea as you go through it, and it just kind of it just bears down on you in a mental way. But you make it through the other side.
Falls right after him.
I have to drag you guys across because it's dynamic lighting.
Rex follows.
As does Delia.
And I say yick as I do.
Yeah, it is yick. It's very yick. And Rook will follow. Ugh. I feel like I need to bathe.
I'm gonna, since nobody is taking care of their pet that I told them to take care of, I'm gonna point at the wall, and I'm gonna point at Lucy, and then point back to the wall, and then I'm gonna smack Lucy.
Lucy just barrels through and knocks Rook over. Ah!
Good job, Lucy.
You're such a good girl.
Ow, Rook says.
What did
You
he say?
okay, Rook? He said ow.
He stands up. I'm alright.
I was hoping you'd teach me a normal swear word.
He did do a no more swear word. It is an expletive, for sure. This room, in the middle of the chamber. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Tobias, I'll teach you all the swear words if you want to learn. I didn't think you wanted to know.
I need to know the right way to swear out, unruly patrons, and unfortunately a lot of them do happen to be gnomish.
Wow.
I'm not sure that's true because there aren't many gnomes in Forstride. There's a lot of halflings. In which Tadias reveals his racial bias.
Yep. They're all the same. They're all little.
I don't know if you want to make a thing out of that, but that's definitely
Let's
true.
do it.
I
love it.
There's way more halflings in Forstride than gnomes. Gnomes are exceptionally rare, as Hum would know.
Yet look at all these gnomes.
I don't know if you guys want to make something out of it, but
Hum just rolls her eyes and slaps him on the back with his leg when she walks by him.
So let me describe this room before you move anymore. In the middle of the chamber is a statue depicting an amorphous body and thick tentacles hunching over as if to feed. A purple crystal the size of a human head represents one alien eye.
That's weird.
Oh, pretty. I want that.
I wouldn't.
Fox!
He sees you going toward it.
Oh, I'm not reaching for it. I'm just eyeing it.
Rook looks at her very concernedly.
Can I try to identify what this statue thing is representing?
Yeah, there's another wall of that gunk.
There is. Roll another religion check. You can also see another wall over here.
Well, I As Zachary makes notice of it, I kind of point down and say, "You done saw that it's just looping around to the other side of the path, I believe."
Oh, good.
I'm gonna walk around it. Is there any wordings or anything?
Nope.
21.
21. All right. This is an idol to honor Gonadwar, a dark god associated with oozes. And looking at it, it looks like it's carved by, in your studies, and with such a good check, you recognize that this is carved by not ancient, but centuries old drow.
It is an old drow idol for. I don't say the name right. It's funny, but it's an old ooze god. Evil.
Ooze is not a good word.
It might mean that things around here may be gelatinous soon.
But is it a bad ooze god or a good ooze god?
I believe this one is bad. If drow are making it.
Oh, you can tell the difference between a forest elf and a drow, but you can't tell the difference between an halfling and a gnome.
You're not different colors.
Okay. Today's.
Rook gets the translation from one of the gnomes and then just puts his hands on his hips and stares daggers at Tadias.
What? Is it all right?
And then he shakes his.
You're,
And then
you're a little drow. Oh, I thought you were something else. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't say that about your kind. I didn't know you were like a dwarf drow. What is that?
Does
Tadias,
that
would you like
Charlie horse hit in his thigh?
Ow! Fuck, what was that for?
Tadias, would you like a loan of Sunni?
What?
You're digging yourself.
Digging myself where?
Oh.
Maybe right now the floor seems pretty solid. I think we're good.
It would sure be bad if one of my mind slivers slipped.
Hey, Mike.
Rook, hold on, I want to say one thing. Rook looks to Delia and says, boy, that guy's got some biases he needs to work out.
Says in Gnomish if that's the fucking truth.
What were you going to ask, Vox?
Is this statue like looking in a direction or pointing to a direction?
No, it's, well, it is looking southward, but, well, yeah, I mean, the map, it appears to be looking southward. You can see the eye action here with the art's depiction.
I say we follow the eyes.
Through the wall?
I mean, he can do it, right?
Well, we gotta pick left or right.
I begin
Well, it's pointing directly south, so.
Well, we already know that right is just a loop around.
Let's follow Captain Racist.
Wow.
I never said you were lesser. I said you're all the same. That's equality.
Gives him
Now
one of
that's a
those
take.
side eyes.
All right.
That's a hot take.
Okay. So you guys are heading into this nasty oily curtain.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna take 5.
No map, no.
So good. All right. Senna, you're back.
Yes.
Hello. Nix, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Let's rock. No take backsies.
So I think Hum's going to come at this as out of curiosity with Tadias. So we'll see how that goes at their next stop.
All right. So you guys enter the oily curtain. I'm going to take your dudes there real quick. Yeah, so and just sort yourselves out. Definitely.
I make it a point to do the same thing I did before going through the last one in front of Hum and Delia to Lucy. And then I look at them sternly, like a father.
Are you trying to get Lucy to, like, burrow around the oily curtain?
I'm trying to get Lucy to come through the curtain. Like, I'm doing the same thing I did before, but nobody did that last time. So I'm trying to basically, like, father Lucy, or father Hum and Delia into taking care of their pet.
Okay. So sort yourselves out. Don't go any further, Tadias. I have some dynamic lighting here that I'm going to remove in a second because this is a big scene. Make some room for Lucy.
Is that even possible?
I mean, maybe. Let's see. Maybe I'll just put Rook up here. Scrooge him in there. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Let me make sure that we're back. Oh yeah, we've been back. Let me do. Okay. Here we go. As you pass through the oily curtain, you can immediately see standing in dynamic lighting. Okay. You can immediately see standing in an orderly fashion are several air cultists, and among them is Arisi herself, standing with her spear at her side. In the arms of her two underlings behind her is an orb about a foot across with a swirling vortex of this weird energy on the inside. And you hear from this area, "The Excavators! Be bold and enter." And, let me further describe this place, set the scene. A dark stone ziggurat, capped by a huge altar of black granite, stands in the middle of this cavern. Gusts of wind moan and howl from fissures high in the cavern walls. Along all sides of the cavern, guttering flames dance atop sluggish pools of oily water. Kneeling on one side of the altar is a person cloaked in dark red robes that still conforms to her feminine figure, their hands upon the altar, chanting something inaudible. On the other side of the altar, standing tall, looking down at the red-robed figure, is a white dragonborn man with a face that Tadias, Zachariel, Hum, and Delia, to an extent, at the very least, recognize as Marshal Belnar Chanzal. Flowing from his white, scaly skin, eyes, and mouth is an oily and iridescent smoke-like aura. He wears a breastplate, standard issue for the four-stride militia, and on his back you can see a shield and a broad-bladed dagger at his belt. But most striking, and you can see it from here, his eyes glow with a deep purple light. He regards you, and then he looks to his left, and he says, "Heir Prophet Arisi, consider your devastation orb blessed, and take it to the lowly city in the west. Lysandra, rise, and return to the Fire Node. Your allegiance is acknowledged." And movement starts to happen. What do you do?
Did we take a wrong turn?
I'm gonna begin walking forward.
The figure here stands and starts to walk in this direction. And all these creatures here turn, or not creatures, but individuals turn and start to move this way. You can see... What's up?
I'm just gonna say really quickly, I don't think we should let them get away.
This is probably not a good idea.
Well, what do you do?
Hum is gonna run forward, and she is going to send a destructive wave their way.
Okay. You start running forward. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, perfect. Oh, joy.
I'm so confused. Do we
Like,
take
they
a
just
wrong
kind of
turn?
like, yo, what's up? Just want a second. We're gonna talk to you in a bit.
We're going through for the Earth Temple. We come across everyone.
I mean, you are in the Nexus.
Yeah, I know, but like, oh man, shocking, really.
I'm not even focused on people walking the directions. I'm focused on John Paul. His eyes are just glowing at him.
Alright, I got some initiatives to roll.
You guys get to see my new spell. It's
Oh.
very cool.
Alright, let's do it.
Reese ran from us last time, so I hope it'll run towards her.
Alright, 1,000 character sheets. What is going on? Alright. I'm gonna mark this guy as he has weird orb in his hand. And,
What'd you say about the purple dot?
he has the orb I mentioned in his hand.
I like Shunzala's token. That color on the border.
Yeah, purple, man. Purple's a great color.
I'm envious of his border. Should have made it purple Genasi.
What is that?
I don't know. Poison Genasi, I don't know.
Probably like air mixed with water or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Space Genasi.
Because like in 4th edition, you had Storm Soul Genasi.
true, yeah, true.
I think that's everybody. Yeah. All right. Let's sort this.
Hey, Tadias, I think I found my people in your your people in my house. Look at my kids.
I don't get it.
They got the wings and
Oh, cute. Okay, Vox. So Vox, to describe what you're seeing here, this crowd here, they're just starting to walk toward this nasty fire pool, but you can see that there's like these stepping stones, and then I think that's all you can see. You see these stepping stones, and you see this woman here just walking this way. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna shoot at that guy because I'm seeing this orb and I don't know what he's gonna do with it. So immediately I'm gonna shoot at him
Okay.
with my bow. Oops, sorry, wrong one.
Well, it's the same modifier. So 13.
Should be 16. She's acting first.
What was that?
Yep, assassin. She's acting first.
Ah. Well, then 16. It would have hit either way. So go ahead and roll damage. Does the assassin feature let you do? Oh, never mind. So this guy drops, and you see this guy react immediately and dive for the orb thing that kind of clatters to the ground. Hum.
Hum is going to finish her movement towards everybody, and she's going to get to about right here, and she is going to send out her destructive wave.
All right.
And it's a 30-foot radius.
Let's give you an aura just so that I can see it. Hot damn. All right.
Wide.
I think this is going to barely. Oh, can you move more? Do you have more of that movement?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
have more movement.
so what's the height of it? Or is it like? Is it? Sorry.
It doesn't
it's-
say it's a 30-foot wave.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Radius. Is it a sphere?
It pushes out and
It's a sphere,
in a
right?
radius. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It starts from her and pushes out and hits all the creatures she wishes.
Yes. Okay. So. You're gonna make me do trigonometry. How dare you?
How dare you?
So the ziggurat is up above the ground. So there's a chance that they are actually out of the radius of it because they're higher because of the way radiuses work. These guys here anyway. We're just gonna.
How
I mean,
tall
you
is the
could just,
ziggurat?
if you don't want to do trigonometry, you could just do like a luck roll. To see.
Ziggurat is 10 feet tall.
So it's a 30 by 10 with a hypotenuse. So that means 100. Yeah, a little bit.
And they're actually within. Well, he's not on a proper square, but he's basically within 30 feet of her. 27 feet. 19 feet. Are you doing calculations right now?
Yeah, it should be the square root of 1,000. So 31 feet.
Okay,
31.6 feet.
they are out of the radius. I'm sorry to say,
Ever so slightly too.
but you did get a lot of these dudes, so I need to roll their con saves. Let me do that. Okay, con save for Reese. That hurts. Her. Can you total up that damage for me, just so I don't have to do that math later?
31.
This guy is dead. This guy is dead. For sure, no matter what. And then the, which means I can get rid of that, thank God. Hurricane. 1, 2. Okay, so this guy didn't make it. It's 32 in total?
31.
31.
31, okay. This guy got halved. 15. And then Arisi took full brunt of it. And this one also. Actually, wait a minute. Did she though? Okay. How dare you? Wow, okay. Okay. There we go. That guy's dead. Is that your turn?
Seeing that it doesn't affect the gentleman up. Seeing that this guy is still running towards that warp, she's gonna throw.
Bonus action, vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery, yeah.
All right, with the ring. You look down at the ring and it says, "Tell him he's a weak wind."
You couldn't even send a sail going on a sunny day.
And he collapses. Well done. Well done. Arisi goes. And she feels the impact of the destructive wave. And you see a little bit of blood come from her nose. And she gnashes her teeth. And she says, she looks back up at the ziggurat, up to Belnar Chanzal, and she says, "Eye of the Chained God, allow me to dispose of these pests whom ruined the lower level of my stronghold." And he replies, "Be my guest." And she turns to Hum. And she's going to do a thing. She is going to cast a spell. Okay. She's going to cast a spell. Alright. Suddenly, the air around Hum starts to get very, very thick and chokingly unbreathable. Also, I'm gonna get rid of the aura around here real quick. Alright. And actually, it's gonna be over here. And this nasty cloud of this thick green gas appears as she casts a spell that I'm just gonna have to make sure I remember. So she's concentrating on a spell. I'm gonna mark that with a little symbol. If Roll20 would let me. Hello. Okay. And when the first time starts to turn there. Okay. All right. And then I think that's all she can do for now. All right, that guy's toast. That guy's toast. Delia.
We're casting gravity sinkhole.
All right.
Wait, what?
And we're gonna do. It's a 20-foot radius.
All right.
So we're gonna put it up above Orisi.
Okay.
And
How's your 20-foot radius bigger than mine? What's going on here?
I don't know.
Yeah, yours is way bigger.
I'm just gonna.
I think that's too big.
You think?
I'm
This
not
one,
sure.
this one is this one's 20-foot radius. This one got like big for some reason, but I shrunk it down. It's fine. So you're gonna put it above
Okay.
Orisi.
Yes. Because I don't think I can get Chanzal with it to you.
Please key the spell. So I can read it again.
Actually, I'm familiar with this one. I get to learn.
It's from that Critical Role book.
Oh, that would be why.
Constitution saving throw on a failed save in a straight line toward the center. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pulled. Okay. Okay, so how high above Orisi is this going to be?
So it would probably be 20 feet,
Okay.
like into the air, if she fails her.
So you're just trying to get her and her alone. And
Well, it's
maybe this
everybody
guy.
in the sphere except for him because I'm an evocation wizard.
Well, yeah, but the way the spell works is it pulls everything toward one point.
Right.
So,
So it
if
would
you
pull
want to,
both of them.
if you want to, actually, Hum is in no danger here because of you have the spell's point of origin like in the air, and the curvature excludes her already.
Okay.
Evocation wizard, no. Okay, so need to make a couple of con saves. I'm just gonna. You know I gotta do this. We're going to spend a. Well, we'll see if I have to. Hang on.
Shinbara.
Yeah. All right. Here's your con save for Orisi. She saves. So she's gonna take half of that 17, which is what? Math's hard, you guys. 8.
8.
All right, and then the hurricane. The hurricane. con
She also
save.
has to, for concentration.
Yes. Okay, so he fails, so he's gonna take the brunt of that. The hurricane. He dies. His body is crushed by the force. Concentration check. On Orisi. Getting there. What the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. Alright. Yeah. So she passes. She's still concentrating on that. And yeah. Anything else?
And then she takes 5 from my empowered evocation.
Is that included in the spell's damage already?
No, it is from my School of Evocation at level 10.
No, I know, but like, is it roped into the spell's damage already?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so then it's actually 22, so she would have taken 11 damage as opposed to 8. So -3. Okay. Alright, the hurricane's down. Belnar laughs, and he draws his shield and dagger, and he jumps down just before the cloud in front of Hum, and he chuckles, and then he opens his mouth. And Hum, I need to make a certain throw. We'll see what that is. It's gonna be a dexterity saving throw as he breathes lightning on you. Alright, so you take half of 13, which is 12.
Half of 13 is 12?
I'm sorry. 6, which...
It's 6.
Yes. No, my brain was like, just -1, and that's 12, but it's also half of 12, but my brain didn't say 6 in time. And then he's gonna try to knock Hum down. Please make a acrobatics or strength check. Nimble, he says, and then starts slashing at her with this broad knife, which you can see now has all of this swirling elemental energy. 13.
Misses.
And 25.
Hits.
For 6 damage in total. He chose cold. Alright. Lysandra just keeps walking. In this direction. And then... disappears from your vision. Zachriel. Alright, you need to make a con save as you enter the nasty gunk. You're muted, by the way.
I am muted. I said I didn't like the way that he was using my battle tactics. That's probably a fail.
Yeah, it's gonna be... Hold on.
I dashed to get her.
You dash to get there. Yeah, that's a fail. You're gonna take... 5d8 poison.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, I action surge.
Action surge.
I'm gonna knock him prone.
You're gonna knock him prone. We'll see about that.
I attempt to knock him prone.
Ooh. Alright, he is going to try to hit back with his own... He brings up his own shield and you clash. It's the same modifier. Wow. Ah!
Yeah, you will. Should see about that, huh?
You haven't mastered the shield yet, Chunzal, and I'll come down with the Sunni.
Impressive. That's a hit. For 8.
For 8. And the second one. 20.
Also a hit. For 9.
9. And, you know what? I don't. Let me just read this. Where's his hand positioned right now?
Where's his
Because
hand?
we're on the stairs, right? So I just knocked him prone. Where's his hand with his weapon?
Where's his hand with his weapon? Let's see. You knocked him prone. He brought up his shield and you knocked him down. So right now he's got the hilt of the dagger is between his hand and a step as he's starting to push himself back up. Okay. Forcing it to drop one item of your choice it's holding. Okay, so go ahead. He needs to make a strength save. Alright.
And he takes 5 additional damage.
Yes. We'll do that. And then make the strength save. I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, that beats it. Yeah. Yeah.
You pierce the skin, and instead of the blood you would expect to see, this sort of black ooze just sort of oozes from the wrist area as he grips his knife. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, when I see that black blood, I was just like, this is for Gorbash.
He laughs.
And that's it. Oh.
Alright. Invisible creature goes.
Uh-oh.
Got one of those.
And I gotta look at his thing real quick. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Hum, it's your turn. Actions, hello? Oh my god, what's going on with the sheet? Why is this happening? Why is it doing this? Okay, here we go. 22 to hit. Hum. As you feel the air around you just smack you for 11 bludgeoning. And then again, the winds blow. And 17 to hit
Hits.
for 7 bludgeoning. And in this instant, you hear Chan's chimes talk to you. Somebody dropped out of the game. It was Nyx that dropped out of the game.
No, I'm here.
Okay, well, roll 20's being done then. Never mind.
I'll restart then.
You are.
Oh, you're
You should,
roboting.
you should reconnect. Chan's chimes calls out to you and says, "There's an evil air elemental in front of you." In her breathy tone. Tadias, make a Constitution saving throw.
I will do so. I fail.
You take 5d8 poison.
Jeez.
21. Vox.
Am I coming in better?
You are now.
Do I get any movement?
Oh shit, sorry. Yes, you get movement and stuff. My bad. Actually, wait a minute, I need to read the spell again real quick. Because I might have
forget,
actually...
is it poison cloud or is this, what is it?
Oh no, that's it. It's just a poison. It's cloud kill.
Ah, yeah, that's just damage. I thought it was like sneak or something. There's so many circles that have been showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Bonus action dash. 20, 25, 30, 35. I guess I really can't see, so I'll just do this anyway. 40. I want to use my action to cast haste on myself.
All right.
And then with my hasted action, I'm gonna stab this lady who I'm supposed to be courting, I hear.
Alrighty.
So let's
Oh
do
yeah, I
this
forgot
again.
about that.
That is a miss as you see this this arcane force that sort of manifests as wind repel you.
I guess it kind of like wiggles my hand out of the way and the knife misses it. I look at her and I say, "It won't happen again." That's turn.
Vox.
Give me 1 second. I forgot to bring my character sheet up.
Okay. By the way, you can hear what's going on, but you cannot see through. This is an opaque, like, wall of nasty green smoke.
We didn't roll for Lucy either.
Oh, you didn't.
I'm
Oh.
sorry, that's my fault.
Rook
I
is already
forgot this
in.
was opaque, and that would have changed what I did. Oops.
I mean, you heard what was going on, so it makes sense for you to rush through it. I'm just talking about for the purposes of aiming
Yeah.
with a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, let's run through the green stuff.
Okay, you run through the green stuff, roll a Constitution saving throw. Where the heck did you go? Your token disappeared. I've got a lot of crap on my side, so I can't.
I'm standing over a dead body here.
Oh. Alright. There we go.
And it was a con save.
This is a con save. Alright, that is a fail. You're going to take 5d8. Ooh, 28 poison damage.
Okay, I'm gonna come in with my dagger and stab her.
The Cold Siphon?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, that is a big hit. With Tadias's help coming out of the cuts, go ahead and roll your damage. That's the regular piercing.
Oh, and I do sneak still, right?
You do get sneak.
Correct me if I'm wrong. She has to roll that save, right?
She does.
Interesting.
Okay. I gotta look up how Occult Siphon works. Saving throw, spell slots, starting with the highest level match with the roll number. Okay. So we need to roll with the spellcasting ability, which is this one. So it's gonna be, ha! She fails. Give me that d4.
The 1d4? What?
Roll a d4 to represent how many spell slots you steal.
From your magic dagger.
Alright, you've stolen a 3rd level spell. Make sure you open that item card and remind yourself how it works. Actually, I'll just do this. Bang. Bang. Why isn't it not showing up for you? Show to players. Show to players. What the fuck? Okay. Well, you'll just have to find it in the
Showed
magic...
up for me.
Oh, it did? Good. Didn't show up for the camera for some reason. That's weird. Anyway, good turn. Because Arisi turns into lightning as her form starts to dissipate. And Belnar looks back, seeing this happen. And he shakes his head. Weakness. And she turns into lightning, and it just barely is holding together. But it looks like in the next couple of seconds, she's about to collapse. And the cloud kill dissipates.
After hearing Chan say that there's an evil air elemental around, yells to Tadias, there's an evil air elemental around here somewhere, and she pulls out Chan's chimes and she plays the way that she was taught to help ease the evil out of the air elementals.
When you pull them out, you hear a voice come from the lightning form, the unstable, about to collapse lightning form of Arisi, and she says, "Whisper, kill her." Go ahead and do your thing.
Give me a second. Sorry.
No problem.
So she's ringing Chan, which means it's a D20.
Oh, you're using the effect. You're not using the try to convert evil air elemental thing.
No, I was using the try to convert evil air elemental, but there isn't anything that I do for that. I just ring them.
No. Well, you do ring them, but it's not the random roll. It's a charisma check. It's a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Or performance.
I'm on it. I forgot about that. Sorry.
I can't believe I remembered it. All right. Unfortunately, you ring the chimes, and they do give a great sound, but you still feel this air pressure starting to bear down on you. And that's your action. Anything you want to do with your bonus?
I'm throwing inspiration over at Tadias.
All right. Arisi just turns into lightning, and the spear that she held starts to clang to the ground, but the energy erupts from her. And I need Tadias, Hum, and Zachriel to make me dexterity saving throws, as this effect mimics chain lightning.
I'm trying to see if that's...
Why is the DC saying that?
Jesus Christ.
I have disadvantage for wearing heavy armor, don't I? Metal armor.
That's stealth checks, my guy.
I thought there was a spell that...
I don't know if it's this spell, but you're right. There's a spell that does that, but I don't think it's this one.
That's Shocking Grasp.
Yeah, it's Shocking Grasp.
Oh, okay.
If there's saving throws advantage, that's all I had to check out.
It doesn't matter. I suck on them anyway.
I do as well, but I have advantage.
Hum passes, by the way. Tadias, you pass. So you take half of that, which is 23.
Ouch.
And then she disappears with her spear clattering to the ground.
Well, I saved my con saves as well, too. That's important.
All right. Belnar stands up and tries to backhand Zachriel with his own shield to knock him down. Give me that contest. Where is she?
Athletics, is it?
Or acrobatics, try something.
No, I don't know if his thing is different. No. Hell no. Oh, well.
Bang. He knocks you prone. It's a mighty struggle. And then he moves up to here, prompting an opportunity attack from Hum. But he is going to first open his mouth, and in a cone, which will take up Zachriel and Hum, he is going to emit some of his chaotic energy. I need you guys to roll a Constitution saving throw as he shouts loudly. And if you save... you both take 9 thunder damage. Then he bears down on Zachriel. With several... 2 attacks. 1. Oh, he has advantage, so let's see if he crits. Nope. 22?
Oh,
That is.
Yes, Delia?
did I get to go?
Did I skip your turn? I did, sorry. Take your turn in the middle of his. He has 1 attack left.
Okay. Are we keeping this guy alive?
No.
No?
He's a traitor.
Okay. I'm
Well, he looks
casting
pretty cursed.
Dance Macabre.
Alright. Key the spell. How does that work? Medium corpses you can see. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna move a little bit further forward so I can cast it on all of them.
5 small or medium corpses. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every one of these helpers. And now it's a... Okay. After you cast a spell, do they do things?
I
guess you take a bonus
You
action to let
can-
them do things, so that means...
Yeah.
Yeah, this turn. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them... And they are zombies,
Okay.
not skeletons. Attack this guy.
Alright. How much HP do zombies have? Are they true blue zombies, or do they just have 1 hit point? It's just a zombie. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like my ability along with Jadicus. This is just normal zombie stuff.
Zombies have 21 hit
22...
points. 22 hit points. Okay. I'm just gonna give them each 22 hit points on their thing. And I'll track it. There's one underneath. That shuffles alive underneath, Vox. Alright, so they all slowly swarm. Zombies have a speed of 20, right?
Yes.
Alright, well this guy can't really make it. This guy can't really make it unless he dashes. And this guy also can't make it. So just gonna come up to here. You get 1 attack, so go ahead and roll.
Have to go past some.
I mean, so like these are stairs that slope up. So it has to go up the stairs. Oh wait, I see what you mean. So like, well, he still has to dash. So that's you're gonna get 2 attacks on him, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. Is it really only +3?
Yep.
It gains a bonus to its attack and damage rolls equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh god.
Yeah, man, don't sell yourself short. But both of those actually miss though. Unfortunately.
So it would be just my regular spell attack modifier? Or is it in addition to its regular +3?
It says it gains a bonus, and bonus means a bonus, as opposed to its bonus to hit. So I guess it adds your spellcasting ability modifier. So it adds another 5 to that. So
Yeah.
17. Yeah, so they both miss.
Okay.
Whew, what a turn. Okay. He's gonna take one more attack on Zachriel. Totally not paying attention to the creatures.
I did need that extra 20 hit points out here.
22
That's a hit.
for 8 plus
9.
1. This time it's fire, but it doesn't matter because it's just 1. Alright, it's your turn.
I stand up
You stand up
angrily.
angrily.
Oh man, I was gonna do something, but I don't want to screw over your zombies. So
Do it. Screw them over. They're expendable.
okay, I want to Spartan kick this guy off of the.
Oh
The
yeah,
dice.
alright. He
So
stands.
I'm gonna try to smack his shield with mine and then kick him over.
Alright. Let's do this money. He doesn't have advantage, but he rolled a
Oh
19.
my.
Oh, you did it!
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you knock him down and he's gonna take some falling damage. He takes 1d10, not 1d10, the 6. Can you roll that for me?
Yeah, I can.
He's nice. He is now out of your range.
Well, I have movement. I'm coming after him.
Alright.
I jump down, similarly as before,
He is
Many-
prone, too. Yeah, go on.
many months ago, from a balcony. This time from a dice,
There you go.
and I'm going to try and slam Suni down at him.
Yeah. That's a hit.
I will also take a d6. So.
for 11.
And then, like, as soon as he's in there, I'm gonna kind of like rip the teeth back and forth. And it's like I'm pulling myself up, like putting mod pressure to stand up.
He just laughs as you gut through him.
I'm gonna make that a brutal.
Yeah, make that a brutal.
How's he laughing?
He looks pretty good.
Well, I mean, after this brutal critical, I mean.
That's an additional 13. He looks pretty good.
All right.
But I mean, you're cutting him up, but he's still moving with agility and ambulatory-ity.
Oh, can you roll my fall damage?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You land gracefully. He landed on his ass.
So his body took all the weight.
All right. Lucy, the bulette, who at first was cowering and then sees the destructive force. There's a big scrum going on here.
So Delia's gonna be like, "Go, Lucy! Attack whoever's left." And let's see how far can she get. Okay, she can get to here. I don't know if that's...
She stands on top of your zombie.
That, you know what? That's okay. She can. Just, like, squish it underfoot. Is she able to, like, bite him? Or is he still out of her range?
He's prone and down below these steps, so I'm going to have to say no. It's going to be out of her range.
Okay. Then... I don't know what else she could do.
Hey, sometimes you can't. It's a really big scrum happening right here, so... Yep.
Good job, Lucy.
Alright. You feel a invisible force coming from here, trying to rip the chimes from your hands. And in fact, I think... Let me double check something here. Oh, it's so perfect. You can see on this part of the wall of the stairs, there is a little notch that looks like it's perfect to fit Chan's chimes. And this force tries to rip it from your hands. And I'm going to roll for him. It's going to be a strength check from his end. So it's going to be a +3. So this is going to be, it's going to be a regular, like, shove contest. So it'll be acrobatics. Actually, I don't know if it's acrobatics because you can't see him. So it's either, yeah, it's going to have to be strength. Oh, you could beat 10.
So just click my strength then?
Yeah. Oh no.
I lose.
The chimes are blown out of your hands and float around. Sort of float between Tadias and Zachriel. And you see them floating. I'm going to draw a little thing for it. You see them floating right here.
Oh, so they don't leave the... Okay.
Could they take, like, a reaction to try and grab the chimes?
That's a good question. There's no support for it in Raw, but I think we've set a precedent where you could do something like that before with Ashwick. So, yeah, I think you can.
I'd love to use my reaction to try to grab it. What would you want me to roll?
Strength.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's going to be a contest.
Hum
9.
screams to them that they the chimes were taken
Yoink.
so that they know.
Ooh, this battle is like, it's got elements from the the fight in Bayrock Keep with the falling, and now we've got the thing with Chan's chimes happening again. It's all coming together. All right, good job. The chimes are in Tadias' hands, at least one of them, and now it's his turn.
I'm going to kind of lay the chimes on the ground and kick slide them back to Hum. At the same time, I'm going to reach with my other hand and grab the spear that Arisi dropped.
That's like over here. So
That's
it is a foot across. You'd have to carry it with two hands.
Oh.
It's a big ball.
Haste action, remove my shield, grab thing, kick chimes, come back, stab this fool in the chest.
So you're carrying it like a basketball.
The spear?
Oh, you have the spear. Oh, I thought you said sphere. Okay. Sorry. No. Okay.
So you're like saying a foot across. I'm like,
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about the ball thing. Okay. You grab the spear. That's easy. You gotta use a hand for it, but you can grab it, yes.
Cool.
And actually, as you grab it and you start to move toward him, just to set the scene a little bit more, behind Belnar, Chanzal, and Zachriel, you see a notch that would fit it perfectly in this wall here. Please continue.
All right. I'm gonna kick slide the chimes over to Hum, and then I'm gonna just lay all sorts of stabbings into this guy.
All right. I think he's still prone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
That's why I had advantage. I was anticipating stabbing him. I don't know what damage we're gonna roll, but I'm just gonna roll my normal weapons because I don't know if it has a plus to hit or anything. So.
Oh, are you using the spear to stab him?
I'm using the spear to stab him.
Oh, okay. Stand by. Let me see if it has anything you can use without attunement.
Probably not. I'm just trying to cut him up.
Probably not.
It's kind of my thing. People drop weapons and I hit them with it.
So just pretend this is a normal spear.
Alright, then normal spear. I'll just use my normal palm sword then. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Normal with d6 damage.
Are you using it two-handed?
I'm using it one-handed.
Okay, then d6.
8.
You see lightning sort of crackle along it, but it kind of is very muted.
So that's 11 damage.
All right.
Do it again. 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
6 damage.
For 6 damage. Okay.
He's looking real exploitable, so I'm going to try to stab him again. 27 to hit.
There you hit. You get him right in where, right in the neck and shoulder. And this nasty ichor oozes out. Go ahead and roll the, Oh, it's even better.
And
right.
I also have one of these.
Exploit. Okay. He's
And
still
for my
kicking.
action, I'm going to stab him again.
I thought you used your haste action to stow something.
I was gonna do it off my shield because you were talking the spear. But when you said the spear can be picked up with one hand, I'm good.
Got it.
Yeah, that was just the one letter confusion. Yeah, I'm just essentially rage yelling over him and stabbing him with this thing into the ground as he's giggling and just bleeding black everywhere.
All right. That's a.
I'm gonna improvise that. I still have 4.
All right.
Thinking I get a crit. They're almost. Oh,
25 hits. 10
wrong thing.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okie dokes. Box.
I'm getting in there with stabbies. With the, I call it Siphon Dagger again. No, I add +4 to it, right?
What does the item card say?
It says a lot.
I know.
Because I sold 3 other spell slots. Blade now has a +4 to hit and damage for the next hour.
There you go. Okay.
And if I decide to release the energy within the next 10 minutes, you can deal an additional 3d8 force damage to the next creature you hit.
Yep. So this will have a +3 bonus to it. In addition to
+4, isn't it?
Well, it's No. When I wrote that, I meant to add the spell slot plus the additional, or plus the +1 bonus that it already has. So it's going to be the macro. We're going to add +3 to. Doesn't matter because you hit him good anyways. For 9 plus your sneak.
Miss my sneak.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the release the energy on it.
Oh, all right. 3d8. For 14. All right. That's your turn, I think.
I think that's out.
The
Hum knows that air elemental is still over there somewhere. And so she's going to sneak up behind Zachriel and she's going to do the chance chimes again.
All right. You feel a shimmer in the air over in this direction. That's your action. Somebody still has inspiration.
Zachriel still has inspiration.
Oh, I thought it was Tadias.
No, it's you.
Oh,
As far as me, but okay.
yeah, you said Tadias.
Did I say Tadias? Sorry.
Yep.
Well, Tadias still has inspiration then.
I've been saving it for saves. I imagine that's going to be more important. Because I'm hasted.
Yeah, for sure.
And she just yells out, there's still an evil air elemental in this room. You saw it steal the chimes.
Delia.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to have the zombies give this guy, continue to attack this guy.
Okay, so they're like up here. It's really crowded now because you've got Vox here and Tobias and Zachriel.
Okay, I'm gonna order 2 of them actually to, I guess, start flailing their arms about wildly in
Okay.
hopes of finding the air elemental. And then, I mean, if the other 2 can get in there, then that's fine.
Okay.
But if not, that's cool too. And then I'm gonna... Can I do a firebolt as my action?
Yeah. He's prone,
Okay.
so it would be disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That is a miss.
Okay, and now... What do you want me to roll for the...
Oh man, I don't want to play guess the square. I mean, so you direct them to like...
I mean, they can like just walk through them if they can.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. They like all kind of walk over to this way because you kind of direct them with your intent. I think 2 of them can swing around. So roll 2 disadvantaged attacks with that 3 plus 5, that plus 8.
Okay.
Wow. Those are all hits. So roll zombie damage stuff.
And you add
God.
5 total damages, I think, too.
It's a
What are you doing?
D6.
D6 plus... It'll be plus 6.
Yeah. Give us a 2d6 plus 12. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. Good hit all around. Alright. Anything else, Delia?
Nope.
Alright. Belnar stands, and he is going to try to rip the spear out of Tadias' hand.
I'm doing on proficiency, so that's just normal.
All right. So, wait, what?
Oh, wait, no. I have +1 because of something in my class. But anyway, I rolled a 19 plus 5, or 24.
Alrighty. It's the same modifier.
Yeah.
So he rips it out of your hand, and then Zachriel, he swings it around, but like in a fluid motion, you watch as he slams it into the crack of the wall here. And why isn't it showing up? The crack of the wall here. And you see it sort of seals itself into this nook, and it just kind of fits in there perfectly. And he says, "Good luck getting that out, sir." And then he will assault Zachriel with a couple of knife attacks. 1,
Hit.
2.
Hit.
Alright.
Hang on, I have the math.
Well, yeah, that's his turn, so go ahead and take your time on yours.
God damn it, Captain.
Oh no.
That's what I was doing. Oh boy. I still get a turn.
You still get a turn.
Barely. Well, he's standing. I don't like that. I'm gonna knock him prone.
Knock him prone. You don't knock him prone.
I don't knock him prone. Alright. I will attack.
That is a hit.
I'm gonna need him to make me a strength save as I attempt to trip him.
A strength save.
He takes 18 bludgeoning damage. He saves.
He saves.
And I attack again.
That's a hit.
And I'm gonna need him to make another strength save as I
Roll the
attempt to
superiority
trip him
die.
again.
Sunnis slashes through Belnar Chanzal, former Marshal of the Way Shields, and he turns into a black smoke. And the elemental knife he had clings to the ground as his form just turns into this nasty, oily gas like the curtains you went through. And you watch as it seeps up and goes into the altar.
I'm gonna kick the dagger towards Thaddeus. You lost the spear, gained the dagger.
Works for me.
Lucy is obviously very confused and has no visible targets.
What was that? Where did he go?
We're not out of initiative yet.
The wind itself.
Oh, we're not. I hope the wind doesn't attack me.
I actually think Lucy would, seeing Hum hurt, try and use her protect the small.
Lucy goes over to Hum and, like, tries to grab Hum in her beak mouth.
Knock it off, Lucy.
She gives a very anxious bleat. You kind of get the sense that she's trying to spirit you away from danger. But you don't have to let her.
I slap her on the side and say, "Good girl, you have to leave me here."
Tadias,
So cute.
Tadias and Vox are gonna get some hits from wind. Where are you at? There you are. So this is on Tadias. Boy, you know, it'd be great if... I don't have to. Good. Alright. This is public. Yeah. Oh, 13 does not hit. And it was still to GM. That's on Tadias. This is on Vox. This is on Vox. 23 to hit for 11 bludgeoning. from you can feel it from this space here.
Can I, like, use my evasion?
You can use Uncanny Dodge, which lets you half that.
Okay.
All right, Thaddeus.
I'm gonna actually this time go for that orb thing.
Okay.
Use my haste action to doff my shield, grab that, and just kind of hold it like a football.
All right.
And then action just what's it called? Dodge.
Okay.
Just kind of get ready to move, and that's it.
Vox. You felt the creature attack from here.
Okay, I'm going to stab the air in there.
All right, roll a disadvantage attack. That's still a hit. For 10 piercing. All right. You feel resistance, and you, with the magic of the occult siphon dagger, you cut through this incorporeal creature.
Hum knows it's still there, and she sees Vox stab it, and so she's going to again ring the chimes.
Okay. Give me that performance. The air shimmers, and you can see the form of the elemental fully in your view as it appears, and it just sort of shimmers with this golden light, but it still seems like it's trying to attack, but you have it visible now. And then you hear from Cham's chimes, I fear there's no hope for that poor thing. It is bonded to its old master still. Delia.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to command the zombies to attack.
Alright. They don't have disadvantage anymore. And this one can make it here, so he gets, by the way, Vox is sharing the space with a zombie, which is kind of weird, but we'll deal with it. Yeah. So that's 6 attacks. No, 5 attacks. 12 misses, 24 hits. Miss. Hit. Hit. 3 hits. 3d6 plus 18.
18.
Dang, son. Alright.
And then we'll also firebolt.
Hell yeah. That is a hit. For 9
And
fire.
then +5.
Oh! Plus 5. Okay. This creature is not long for this world. Zechariel. You're muted.
I can't really get to it.
It's true. You have to push through all these zombies.
Hey, you know what? I could push through them, but they're zombies, right? Hey, Delia,
Yes.
are these yours?
They sure are.
Alright, I'm gonna spin the shield.
You spin the
Yeah, I'm casting Burning Hands through the shield.
Alright. Boy, there's just so many callbacks in this fight. You have destroyed this elemental. Because no matter what it would save, it would still turn into nothing.
I look around for the next threat. That's my turn.
And the place goes eerily quiet except for the howling winds. And after a few moments, you hear, "Hello?" from this direction.
Where'd that come from?
from behind the, from your perspective, from the other side of the ziggurat.
I hand Hum the giant sphere thing, and then I say, "Hold this while and then I suddenly like go loopy for a second and get really lethargic.
I peek over the stairs. Who's there?
You see I gotta double check. We're almost done. I'm just gonna do a little thing for this guy. You see a human chained to this rock here, and a workbench in front of him. You don't recognize him, Vox.
Identify yourself.
Mikal, from Fourth Stride. You all hear this too.
Does that name sound familiar?
It does to at least Hum.
Okay.
And Hum had cast Mass Cure Wounds as we got out of initiative,
Oh, thank God.
just so everybody knows.
I had 14 hit points left
That's not
from
bad.
137.
Are you from Fourth Stride? Are you Way Shields?
We are.
Hello there.
Now that you see him, Zachriel, you recognize this man as Mikal, who, you've been in town long enough. Hum, you definitely recognize this guy.
Mikal.
He was... You suddenly sort of dawns on you that he wasn't around or accounted for during the Knoll invasion. This is the man that had a hand in elemental rosin.
Why do they have you chained up?
Chanzal, he was forcing me to work on a new version of the rosin. Rook walks up. You know this guy?
Yeah, he used to make some really cool rosins that you could put on your weapons.
Zachariel, can you take his chains off?
I will. I see a. I probably don't see a key around.
How did you get here? Oh no, you told us how you got here. Never mind. Did you succeed in making the rosins for them?
His shoulder slumps, and he says, "It's not the same mechanism, but you don't want them to throw it at you. It'll cause you to go mad.
What does it look like?
It's a black powder. He gave me some strange component that he rendered from his own blood."
Sounds about right.
Ew, blood
You have it.
rosin.
Do you have any of it still around?
I don't. It's been distributed to the old militiamen, he says with sadness in his voice. And then he looks pleadingly. Can you take me back to Fourth Stride, please?
Yeah, we could do that. Yes.
I know the way out of here.
Oh, good. Unfortunately, I don't think we're leaving.
Wait, do you think Lucy can break through the chains?
Lucy then steps through. He says, "Ah!"
Oh, no worries. She's friend.
And then he just kind of stares.
Apparently, you can domesticate bullets.
Lucy,
Hey,
break
Delia.
the chains.
You point to the chains, and Lucy just like snaps them, and they break. Thank you.
Yes, Zachariel.
Do you know what that thing is? Where the smoke went?
I can take a look at it. I'm gonna come up the stairs.
Okay.
Does it feel any different up here?
It feels really creepy. Definitely
Ooh.
more oppressive than before.
what he knows about the thing up the stairs.
Mikhail says, it's where he excreted some of his blood. That's all I really know about it. Some of the other, I guess, cultists came through that weren't part of the militia to talk to him here.
I'm kind of worried about that smoke going back inside this thing.
I never thought I would say it, but I wish Stoneflame was here. We could use his hammer. Break this thing.
What you doing, Tobias?
I was looking at this altar.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to look at it too,
You
without touching it.
You look at it.
Does this remind me of how like Renwick described the weapons, like going back to some ziggurat? Is this the spot?
Oh yeah, as you were like circling around the ziggurat, you found notches for several weapons. You found a notch. You saw a notch for Sunni, and a notch for Iron Fang, and a notch that looked like a dagger, and next to that, a notch that looked like a shield.
Do I see a dagger among the notches here that reminds me of Tinder Flame or whatever the one? Tinder Strike.
You do not, but you do remember when that person that was kneeling here originally left. I guess
I see a slot for it, right?
You do. That's what I was describing. You see a slot for... Yes, the dagger is the same shape with the curvy blade.
That means they can be removed. If there's one leaving with one, they came back here.
Yeah, but why did he say good luck getting that out?
My assumption is that you need to attune to it before you can remove it. And I imagine most of the weapons they use are not things you want to attune to. It's like I point to my bag.
Right.
Ugh. I wouldn't recommend attuning to them, but if it's the only way to get them out, because we need to use them, says Rook, to break those portals.
Wait, they can break?
You were there for that when Renwick was talking about it. Renwick talked about how if you throw one of the weapons into its associated portal, it'll collapse it.
No.
Yeah, that's
Sure I wasn't at the bar with that one?
Maybe you were at the bar, yeah. But okay, Rook says, Rook, like, translates through Delia. Well, you're not there for that. Oh yeah, you were drinking, weren't you?
I'm usually drinking, yes.
Delia, can you get him up to speed?
Sure. Basically, the weapons need to be thrown into their respective portals in order to break them.
What one do we want to do first?
Well, we came here today. We came here to look for the portal to throw Iron Fang through.
Right. And I understand that we're on a timetable, but if we leave here, this is going to stay here. And to the spear that got shoved in there.
Well, I mean, is it possible to attune to it while it's inside the thing?
It would take spending some hours here, I imagine.
I imagine most of us need a little bit of a short break, short rest.
Then who's going to do it?
Rook jumps off of the ziggurat. I do not feel comfortable in here, let me tell you. If you're gonna rest in here, I'll go in the wall.
I don't think this is an appropriate resting place either. That's where they went in.
Well, we can't go north because that's where the other woman disappeared to.
Should we go back to that happy place?
Speaking of which, why didn't she fight? Who was she?
They might have orders for her. She might have something more important to do.
Something I wanted to mention. That a detail I forgot. You did see her grab a dagger off of the altar and then head that way.
We probably should follow her.
I'm in no condition to follow.
I'm pretty rough too.
But if you think it's best, we can follow.
Well, we'd have a better chance, obviously, with everybody else in better condition.
Is there any like weapons hanging around from the zombies?
Some daggers.
Okay, I'm gonna pick one up and hand one to Macau.
Hey, Mike, is this stuff here like the black goop?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
this nasty oily water that's burning.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, well, what does everyone want to do? Do you want to get McCall out of here now, or should we rest?
McCall like nods vigorously.
Mikhail, is there a way to counter that black powder that you invented?
He says he didn't give me much time to work on it, so I can imagine that as long as you take a moment to shake someone out of it, it probably would take them out of it. I would need time to create something that you can throw and then just be so effective that it would stay permanent.
How much time do you need?
What time that he gave me. He's saying that with the amount of time he was given to make this stuff, he didn't make it like super effective. And what he's saying is if you shake somebody, they'll snap out of it.
That's good information. Thank you.
All right.
Delia, do you think you can dispel the magic on the thing, make it maybe pop out without having to attune to it?
I will cast a spell magic on it.
You cast the spell magic on it, and it pops out. Clang, clang, clang.
Perfect.
Now we have something going.
You're a genius, Tadias.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna tie it to my bag. So,
Delia, you notice as he ties it to his bag that it's starting to darken.
Delia, you've been pretty amazing today.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna try and cast a spell magic again on it.
And it turns into the silvery color and seems to have broken its bond to this place temporarily, just like Iron Fang. And I will show you art of it.
Sweet.
And then after I show the art of it, I think we'll close. Well, I just want to see what direction you guys in, and then we'll close. Where can you? Here you are.
I say it's happy room naps.
Yeah.
Happy room naps. Copy. Cut. Put this down here because you guys haven't identified it. Okay. And show players. Show to everybody. Twin bang.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, and Hum.
Yes.
This whole time you felt a positive energy come from Chan. And as Delia is sort of working her dispel magic on this, Chan's chime speaks to you and says, you have done more service to me than you know. Please accept my assistance in fighting these interlopers in your plane.
Thank you. What does that mean?
Oh, she's powered up, dude.
Yeah, I gotta put it on there now.
She's gone super.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's see here. Also, I need to change the concordance to 30. Actually, I think it's more like 31 at this point. And, so save changes, show to players. Alright, so special. If the attuned user has helped defeat the Prophet of Evil Air, you can add or subtract any number between 1 and 10 from the d20 roll when you use Chan's Chimes for its cool effects.
Oh.
So you get a lot more control over it.
Nice.
Okay. You guys go back the
Oh,
way you...
hey,
Yeah.
do you think we should find a way to attach those chains to you
What?
so nobody else tries to take them? The chimes?
Like a little gnome, like, belt?
Maybe I could just loop them through my belt. How about that?
You want to be careful. Remember, they tried to take my arm.
I know. That's what I was thinking is I'd hate to be taken by an air elemental by my belt or by a string hanging off some part of my body.
Unfortunately, I don't think that you can regrow your whatever they take from you, so perhaps it's best just be careful.
I'm
Hey, do you think
wondering if
destroying this thing would be a bad idea?
I don't think you could.
I would. That's what I was thinking. Stoneflame would be good for with that big old hammer he carries.
What are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything. I was just asking the question.
Okay. I am making a handout. I am now defining, because I should have done this earlier, but I'm now defining how much time you have with the weapons after casting Dispel Magic on them.
Excellent.
So here we have a handout for Evil Weapon Bonds. So you
I
rested...
don't think you
What's
have level 6. Is that what the last one is?
Yes.
No.
Yes. So that's how much time you have with these things before you have to cast a spell magic on them before they get sucked back to the ziggurat.
It's starting to become a little
Pricey.
Resource intensive.
Well, now you have 2 weapons, which is pretty intense. Pretty big drain.
Maybe next session we can identify Windvine and see how evil it is. Weigh the option.
I think that Hum is really wondering what Cham meant, and so she's going to ring the chimes just to see what she can do.
Okay, roll a d20. So you can add or subtract any number between 1 and 10 to that.
I know.
You can source out the ones you don't have.
There's an opportunity cost there, but yes, you can.
Could be a fireball.
Not from this one.
So she subtracts 2.
She subtracts 2. Healing Winds. All right. Go ahead and do that, yeah. 6 creatures of your choice, 3d6 hit points.
So everybody gains 12 hit points.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, you could give yourself Chan's endorsement. If you roll above a 10, you can give everybody Chan's endorsement to give them even more health.
Hey, what about that dagger? Don't we have 3 weapons now? Is that dagger connected
Oh yeah,
to this thing?
the elemental knife lays on the ground. You picked it up.
I'm just pack muling everything, I guess.
I mean, it's up to you. It was sitting there. I don't know
You
if you...
kicked it to me, so I imagine I picked it up and put it in the bag.
All right.
Can we, like, source out from the wizards, like, a bag of anti-magic?
Ooh. That's a good question for your uncle, I think.
I mean, he's an elemental, artificer, but
That's
he
not a
seems above.
that's not a bad idea. Mikal says. I graduated Akka.
If we can just create just a small like containment case that can sever the connections or render them mundane, I don't know whether the cost, but it might be worthwhile.
Oh yes, like a treasure trove of evil objects. I like it.
Yes, and then guarded with our lives.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We could, you know what? I won't say that. I'll hide that until we're alone.
I personally think it's a great idea.
Well, we need to return him to Forstride, but for right now, I'm sorry that the burden falls upon you two. Gnomes.
Is there a slot on the
On every face, there's a slot. Let me bring up my little thing and I'll tell you.
specifically asking for that dagger?
Yeah. Okay, so let me do some pointing for you, and then I'll make a little handout for the what's where in a second. But I'll just point it to you.
So
like
once
we're
we
gonna come
have that
back here.
little diagram, I would also like to see the slots that we haven't seen yet and try to get an idea what they look like.
Yeah. Okay, so Windbane would be here. Chan's Chimes would be here. Tinder Strike here. A shield that looks a lot like the shield that Torlier made for you, Zachriel, would go here. Iron Fang here. Sunni's here. A trident here.
Ooh.
And here looks like a clasp of some sort.
So where's the dagger go? Sorry, did I misread that?
Right here, Tinder Strike.
No,
Oh.
the elemental dagger that.
Oh, the thing he dropped. It doesn't seem to have a slot here.
Oh, okay. Jedias, I think that dagger might be fine.
I'll cast Identify on it. I don't trust it at all.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, he sees... Okay, so Nicole actually sees you do this, and he says, oh, that was one of the projects I made for him.
So it's not going to make me go crazy.
Oh, no, it's just a knife that has enchantment. I kind of hit a breakthrough a while back, and he forced me to make him that weapon. So it is a magic dagger that is +1, deals an additional d6 of elemental damage of whatever type you please.
I'll kind of flip it backwards and just say, Bugs, I mean, you haven't gotten anything in a while. Do you want it?
Sure.
It will do
I
more
like
damage.
me my daggers.
It will do more damage than your short sword, and it's magic.
I feel like you've been a useful asset to us, and it's only fair.
Glad you think so.
Not
I'll
every short
happily
pointed
accept
thing needs to
it.
go into my pack. I have too many things strapped to me already.
Can we get out of here? Mikal says, as he looks.
Hey, Rook, we're leaving.
Okay.
Hey, Rook.
Yes.
Do you know anything about this thing?
He looks at it.
The entire thing?
Yeah, he looks at it, and he scratches his chin, and he says, "My father told me about a sort of center of influence, not power so much as the force that sort of caused these elementals and the cults to appear and start to wreak havoc on the world above." It sort of matches the description. In actuality, the sources of power are the nodes with the portals inside.
I see. There's a slot over there for Sunni. I'm not putting it in there ever. So
I wouldn't
good
do
luck.
that.
Okay, good.
So you guys walk to the Happy Hollowed place.
the jazz room.
You go back the way you can.
Jazz.
I mean, well, this guy said he knew how to get out of here, right?
He does.
How do we get out?
All right, so he will. Okay, let me go ahead and move your dudes to here and just cluster them, and then I'll move everybody into the next room. So Rook. Bop.
I'm gonna put the zombies in the ooze.
Nice. How long does that spell actually last?
An hour.
Oh wow. Are you just gonna let him? You're just gonna let him go?
Yeah.
All right. He points down to this way, and he says, "The way out is this way, but there's always somebody in the next room. So before you go in there, I'd be careful."
Wait, did you say this way or this way?
South. He points this way.
Okay.
Didn't we come from there?
Yeah, you came from this way.
Okay. Beyond that room, how far is it till you were out of here?
He thinks. He says, well, it isn't too far, but there are a lot of old four-stride militiamen.
Okay. Would you mind if we went this way, back to a room where we could rest, and then we get you out of here?
He looks at everybody, all messed up.
I'm covered in blood.
He says, that makes sense. I'll just stay close.
Thank you. It's a nice room. You'll like it.
Nothing accosts you on your way, although I'm just gonna do a little loading screen. Nothing accosts you on your way. However, that one hallway where you were doing a little bit of scouting for the nasty fungus room, you did hear more yelling from that room you avoided. You're not gonna take me through there, are you? He says.
No, we've been avoiding that.
Do you know what was behind those doors?
We know. I don't know if it's the same room, but when we went through that room where the ghost attacked us, we went down that hall, and there was like two ogres playing cards or something in the next room.
I have a feeling
we circumvented that.
You know, it might actually connect up, if I'm thinking right. He Rook takes his hand, and he points north, and then back that way, and then he closes his eyes, and then you can tell that he's trying to map this in his head. Yeah, and you guys, we will close. We will close here. And,
all right.
Don't roll any hit dice. We'll come back to this tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I wish. Next week. So.
I'm down. Let's come back tomorrow. Goodbye, Joy.
Bye, Joy.
I can
Bye,
do
Joy.
it tomorrow. Bye,
Hey,
Joy.
Joy.
I wish I could.